I've received a reply from one of their group's members. What she has said on Facebook after I, unfriended all of them, they came back. So this is the reply, making me doubt myself, as if I've, I'm a psycho and don't threaten me, forget it. All we do is I've taken a screenshot of this. I've asked her, like, is it her real name? What is her real name? We don't know. Yes, you have a group on a public forum. How can we reach you? How can we, at least Paramahamsa Vishwananda, we know the address. He has a website. We know how to reach him, or even have a case against him. Bring a case against him. If I feel that I'm being hurt, or if I have substantial evidence against Paramahamsa Vishwananda, at least I know that the Wikipedia is there about him. I don't know his real name, but this is what he's called by. Forget it, this group isn't for you then. Everything you just said is really far from the truth. Don't watch then. It's a public forum. It's a public forum, but what is your real name? Is this your real name? Where are you from? We don't know anything. It could be a public forum. It is a public forum on Facebook and on YouTube. But how are we to have a legal action when we want to take a legal action against you people? I'm sorry you are having nervous breakdowns, but don't threaten me with legal action when I merely am spreading love and kindness on social media. But your guru is also criticizing the Indian gurus and saying that if there was this thing, if they were true, then we would have peace around the world, and we don't. So he also criticizes the gurus. It's not merely spreading love and kindness. I believe you need to see a doctor, ma'am. I think you are having some serious mental health issues. Yes, put it on my mental health. Like, as if from childhood, haven't come across people who can drive you insane, like covert narcissists. And we couldn't take action against them. I think you are having, so you should seek professional treatment. I wish you the best of luck. Please don't contact me again, and she's blocked me. Who wants to contact you again in the right mind? Of course, I'm having mental problems, and I have my case, and why I'm having mental problems. It could be that someone has done something to me. All the time blaming us. You're one of them who drives us insane, selfish people, and then blaming us. I don't know if this Amy Rose is your real name. This reminds me, since I'm stabilized a bit, a Muslim male sent me a friend request, and he's on your profile. I hope women are safe. I get a very eerie feeling with you also. I can't even go there every day. Yes, I have a mental issue. Been told in St. Joseph's College that by the principal that I'm a crackpot in third year. In Karachi American School, loving the teacher. The teacher tells me that has put something in my record. So maybe my love is wrong, and maybe your love is right. So go on loving, go on spreading love and kindness. on the public forum and see if you can live together. There are people who have betrayed us in love, loving kindness, true love, put the blames on us. And now you can use this mental illness to put the blame on me? And no one here would even listen to me in Arabia. No, my mental illness, I got maybe I got today again doubtful. Maybe it is my way of loving that's not good, that's unhealthy for the other person. The other person doesn't want it. So tell them from the very beginning that you don't want love from that person. Instead for 4 years going on with them or 6 years. Put them in their place. That's what my friend said once, Libby. The principal should have put you in your place in the at the very beginning. If you are selfish and all you want is your life and your occupation, that's okay, just say it. Then I have another problem. A lady in London told me about, and now you're saying that I have a mental issue. Of course I have a mental issue. The cause of that is something. Someone wanted me to go insane so that I will not be able to take any action. What kind of people are you? Sending foreigners and all this here also. Trying to help a foreigner and he wouldn't answer back. He wouldn't even listen. Here. It's a very treacherous world. I feel it. And it's done in a very subtle way. And why would I even threaten a UAE and all this? As if I would get into trouble. And you people, why should I threaten? No. I'm saying a legal action because I was, when Gaura Hari Das took that time, this Lalita ji was telling me that I will be in more trouble if I don't come here. She was using my weakness, the demons, and Gaura Hari Das was saying the demons are attacking you, and if you don't come here, you will not get well. This is the only bona fide group. That means you will never get well. There's no one bona fide as Gaura Hari Das. There's no one. You haven't been with me when in my childhood. I don't know if what connection I have. If I have a connection, it's all surreal. I'm in doubt. I'm not sure about Paramahamsa Vishwananda because we need here we need material evidence, because the people can push you around and make you go crazy. There are beasts out there who can even use, like you did, my mental illness. And I wasn't a lesbian. How did I become a lesbian then? So I wanted to speak to my principal that time, ex-principal, and she wouldn't even hear me. There's someone behind who wants to wreck our lives. What kind of people are you? Making children, making adults doubt their love. Your love is the only true love you have. There are people who have gone insane. driven insane. I've had a case in Karachi. Someone gave my mother's cousin's son something. He went insane. His mother's gone pillar to post. Someone told him that, someone told her that it's because your son was given some black magic in Pan. That's why, a jealous friend or something. We have these things and we need to address them. So if your Gora Hari Das is saying that these gurus of India, wherever they are, in Germany or wherever they are not true. Not only spreading love, but he thinks he's spreading awareness, right? So am I. Against the wrong gurus, false gurus. They can make you go insane. There's a lot of black magic. When I was doing some research in Karachi, going to the lawyer's office, I found that there were people telling me that yes, the black magic is rampant here also in Pakistan. It's not only my family or my mother would never go on saying this. She would say, believe in love more than we believe in love more than we believe in black magic. But that was not enough to cure us or heal us. Now she's come back to my mental health. Legal action against your group's head. I mean, do they have to push me into believing that Lord Chaitanya was this and Jesus Christ was a Vaishwanite, as this Lalita Ganga was saying? How do I know that Jesus Christ was a Vaishwanite? And you Lalita Ganga said that these Jews are all they do is wailing against the wall and all this. She even criticized the Jews. So it's only you, your group, and Lalita Ganga and Gora Hari Das that it's true. All of us, we failed. Yes, we failed in loving someone. Someone turns out to be something and puts the blame on me. Well, the answer Paramahamsa Vishwananda gave in South Africa when he was doing a darshan, he said that if you're not true, if there are liars and you're going to lie, even after someone loves you in a good, pure intention way, you can't change the world like that. And stop coming back to my mental illness. I've been to a psychiatrist. It will not help me. It doesn't help me. I have a case. These medications don't help me. So stop putting it on my mental illness. You have not given your true name. You just get offended by my legal action. What kind of a person are you? You can't endure. You're not forgiving. Forget it. There, nah. Even I was, if I said okay to Gora Hari Das and Lalita ji, I would have not been able to go there every day. It's very stressful. This time, I have to keep waiting. Oh, he's coming. I can't afford this. Already someone has made me go insane. अजियत में इतना रखा है मुझे. And that principal, after so many years, she tells me that no, I didn't want this. Then what the hell did you want? I was not a lesbian. I know who put what on me. I know. None of my friends can complain to me that I was a lesbian about me. They used to come to my house. I used to go to one of their Sabia's house. One night I went there and spent the night over. They, even my friends, childhood friend Sabia cannot complain against me that I was a lesbian. She can say other things against me, but she can't say this one thing against me. And that ex-friend, proud, like you, forget it. You are suffering from, or you're entertaining evil. I have a passion here. I have in my own time, whenever I can, I'm on social media, I do this Muslim Islamic thing. I can't afford to wait for Gora Hari Das. I saw it a few days. It was, I can't make it every day. Yes, my mental condition is not, someone has put me in aziyat. Do you know what aziyat is? And psychiatric medication is not going to work, for your information. You've got to see the case properly. Medications don't work. Maybe you're very ignorant, extremely ignorant. What is aziyat? Blaming me. I have been to a psychiatrist, for your information. What is your real name? Are you Kashmiri? Are you Turkish? Who are you? Covert narcissists can do this. This principal was selfish. Although very successful, she could get away. You make me wonder whether again doubt whether my love, I have loved people truly and they've betrayed me. Even Paramahamsa Vishwananda said that. But he's a guru, he's an unshakable master, he's beyond the world. But even he said, I mean, if you do this to a good intentioned person, you drive my mother crazy, they drove my mother crazy. My father's family. And you're telling me that I should go to a psychiatrist. Sweet words, cutting me with a sweet knife. And that clever principal, people like her, they know how to avoid. Because if they can't get, when they find out that, oh, this girl's mother has been emotionally damaged, this, that. Oh, she doesn't have much to give to me. You are a burden, she said. After 4 years, what burden was I to her? I gave her an open invitation. At least Miss Dessa, from the very beginning, whenever I invited her for my birthday, she came, unless she was sometimes when her mother passed away, she was mourning for her mother. She couldn't come to my birthday and that my father's father's brother's wedding in 1980. At least that Christian lady, Miss Asteria Dessa, used to come to my house. I don't know. We had a different personality. I can understand that. So if someone is mentally ill, I have my case here. I'm not going to leave this. You're not going to crush me, make me doubt my love. I have loved purely. Sorry. Maybe your love on the public forum is just a facade, a sham. There are people who have lived with mentally ill people and endured. Nothing to endure, actually. Maybe you can't live with a mentally ill patient. Your love is just a fake love. So you go do your superficial, artificial thing on the public forum with Gora Haridas. This artificial love that you are spreading doesn't reach very far. You can't die for someone you a little bit questioning and all this. You can't live. You won't even go to a mental asylum. Psychiatrists, let psychiatrists take care of them. You can't be a social worker. You can't be like Sister Gertrude. We had, and I've known her in Karachi. You people just are fake. Sister Gertrude was the founder of this. She took in mentally ill, she took in deformed children, physically challenged. What kind of love are you spreading? I very much now doubt it. You make others doubt about their love. You're one of them, you're contributing to this. And then these enemies of mine, principal and all, they will have the opportunity to say, yes, we're right. She was a psycho from the very beginning, crackpot. She's told me to discipline myself and be straight. I mean, I wasn't a lesbian. 6 years separated from Miss Dissa. Rumors, false rumors against me. Do you know what it does to a person? You can make your society, your pathetic, sick society and people in it, competition and jealousy and success. For success, you can trample upon other people. For money and power. This is what you've been doing. Making people go insane and then say, yes, you have a serious mental problem, go to a psychiatrist. I didn't only threaten you. Actually, I've threatened the Gora Haridas, your group and your leader. You were there too, I saw you. When they took extra time. After he had lost his voice and he was saying, he again, I was concerned for that too. I said, please go The next day you can come and address that. I was thinking, you make me look like, oh, you took extra time and I am not concerned about that and I didn't join the group. I didn't care for the extra time you gave me that night when Gora Hari Das said, for several days my voice will go. I need to go now, and the next day it's come on YouTube. And they're doing their nonsense. And here I am complaining against them. I didn't even have my wits on together to talk properly. Darul Sakun, 1969, Archbishop Joseph Cordero, then the head of Archdiocese of Karachi. If you people are well, do this what Sister Gertrude has done. Brought a single-story property on Kashmir Road to start an English medium school. Sister Gertrude begged and pleaded with him to convince him instead to let her utilize the property as a home for the mentally handicapped. And they're physically too. I went there, I know. I've seen. I agreed. So, Sister Gertrude, if I was there to convince someone that give this, give this land for us to utilize it for the mentally handicapped, they'll say what crazy psycho person she is. Education is more important. I am an academic. I have an occupation. You are a burden to me. These are the academicians we've had in Karachi. A principal like Mrs. Munira Gulzar. And then on the St. Josephine's reunion, she said, now I don't want affection from you. And lecherous. Then when I go to her, questioning her, well, I went too late. She tells me she doesn't know the word lecherous. As if I misheard her. I wasn't having schizophrenic. Yes, I was having telepathy. I thought I had telepathy with this horribly selfish woman who only cared about her occupation and nothing else, and made me, till now I'm questioning my love for her, which failed. She made me doubt it. She's the one who was the lesbian before she married. But I don't have evidence. There's no evidence now. She married and she had 3 children. She was the lesbian. I don't have evidence against her. She started in front of my mother. Whenever I called her after that, I told her, I have taken a test from my psychologist, Mrs. Eva Hassan, and I am innocent, not guilty. There could have been some black magic, maybe someone got jealous or something. We've had this in Karachi. So I was wondering where this feeling is coming from. I'm not a lesbian. I had a very shocking dream where I saw Bibi Mariam's statue and I jump on it and I was like, I wake up, what's this? I can't even get up from bed. So this is my ongoing case. Since ages, people gaslighting, now we have that. We've given a name to it. People who drive others insane by gaslighting, covert narcissism. I was telling Dr. C on his YouTube channel, we must take action. We just can't say that avoid these people. They've wrecked lives mentally. Some people cannot get up. Some people can get up. They need a lot of like a trustworthy environment for their healing. We need to support them. We need people like Sister Gertrude and Dr. Faw. So I'm just doubting myself. No, education is not everything. Success is not everything in life. And your superficial nonsense, love and kindness on the from a distance is not. It will not do. It's all superficial. Look at the way Lalita ji has spoken to me. The extra time they took for me. We took extra. Again, she has rubbed it in the messenger. I said, do you want me to be obligated all the time? Say thank you. Oh, they took extra time for me. They took extra time for me. But Gora Haridas also didn't lose his voice. The next day, it's his life. He says he will die if he doesn't do this. This is his life. Just ask him to take a break and not do this. He will go in depression. Like he made me go into depression and doubt myself. And get scared that if I don't use their help, like Lalita ji said, I will be into more trouble. If I say, but I don't believe in Jesus Christ, but I don't believe in the Hindu scriptures, but I was on the comment section, didn't even, they tricked me. They were sending in the messenger, it wasn't working to join them live. Both of them, Gora Hari Das and Lalita Gangaji. And I'm telling them it's both of it. I had to leave that live stream on Facebook and go to my messenger. Miss some of the things that Gora Hari Das was talking about to me. He took a special time for me after having said that my voice is going. I've shouted a lot today. Zalmi, sorry, you can't be here. You're you're toying with lives. You're one of them. I don't know which sheikh or who sends you here. Who is backing you to do this? I've reported your comments and he keeps coming here. Your comments against me. Psychopath. You've called me a psychopath here. This is what yesterday when Paramahamsa Vishwananda, I don't know, I had a vision of but my love, you're saying love. I can't open my heart anymore. I've had such a kick on my heart. And they've been like, it's been stabbed. So I didn't want to make this principal feel guilty in any way. So if I could keep quiet, I would keep quiet or, complain. Mostly I was suffering on my bed alone. She wouldn't even call or anything because, she's made it in life. She's very successful. She was very successful. She could get up. I mean, after she was very, very strong. She was stronger than me after her, this case of hers, her father in this is the case. I mean, this lady could get up. Amazing. And then if you're going to compare me to this lady, and I know Saima Peer type people, and your type people. So you go. Yes, it's better to forget such rubbish like you. Fikri and Fikri case. This Mrs. Munira Gulzar has taken her father to court. She was the only daughter who took her father to court. On this case. In 1980 somewhere, 85. So, can you imagine after her father has died, then in 1983, they asked her to come to St. Joseph's College. Before that, she was a teacher in this other college in Urdu Bazaar. Forgotten the name. Women for. Then she has become a principal in 1983 while her father she was taking to court and all this. Such a selfish, I can't believe it now. My mother has been telling me that now she's become 90 years old. I don't know if she's in her grave or in her house. That Mrs. Munira Gulzar was a very selfish woman. But she was so charismatic. That the whole college used to like her. It was an act put on by her. And so I threatened Gora Hari Das. I said I should have brought a legal case. And I will. It's not a threat without any basis. It's not a threat without any basis. Getting offended on. Allah sends me here. Listen, this is my personal life condition case. Zalmi, your Allah told you to call me a psychopath. Case of nervous breakdown in common law. Your Allah told you to call me a psychopath. This is, this is not about your Allah. Right? Common law claims for mental harm. Refresher and some thoughts on causation. I wonder how much, if I can build this case of mine. I'm not a solicitor. I can't draft a case privately sitting here, but I have to share it. Open case. Case law on stress and mental ill health at work. What about this case? I'm seeing citations of cases. Liability for psychiatric illness. English case law and the challenge of mental health at work or on social media. Now, it should be the impact of depression, mental illness, and financial separation. Yeah, so this I have to, I can't even study this. Zalmi, I'm sorry. Your Allah is very zalim to send you here to toy with my life. I'm putting you on timeout every time and you're coming back. Your Allah is very, very cruel. Very zalim. What do you want now here? What does your Allah want? Does he want you to call me a psychopath again? Mental health. Mental health. I was threatened by Lalita ji that if I don't come here and keep saying but, divert your mind from this. No, this is my case. I have to, your Allah cannot divert my mind. Now what are you going to call me here? Psychopath again? No, I have a case here. This is for human rights. It might help someone else. How can your Allah send you when I can't even trust you or your Allah or your Prophet Muhammad or the Muslims? Didn't you call me a psychopath? Didn't you make fun before even the lady said she was raped for 3 seconds of a rape? Didn't you start saying, good, why didn't you enjoy the rape? Didn't you tell her here, why didn't you enjoy the rape? It's Eid. Try to remain happy. It's Eid for you, it's not Eid for me. This is my case. Try to remain happy, try to relax, try to do this. I've tried everything. Don't impose your religion on me. Don't impose your religion on me. Enough is enough. It's Eid. You better go and meet your family. Be with your family. Stop being nosy when you can't help. Stop meddling in other people's lives. Imposing your religion on other people. Don't act such a smartass. I don't know which junk. Where's your mother? What is your upbringing? Have you not heard in Pakhtun that Pakistani song? Allah hi Allah kiya karo, dukh na kisi ko diya karo. But your religion says fight the disbelievers. Other faiths, fight them until they pay the jizya. Or fight the leaders and how it's put. And the politics are nijas. They cannot be there in Masjid al-Haram. Your religion is the one who says kill the apostates or be stern with them, depending on what the condition situation is. Can you have people practicing their own way, their own lives, living their own lives, practicing as truth seekers or sharing what they find false? Can you allow us that? वो दुनिया का मालिक है, नाम उसी का लिया करो. Yes, yes, that one. Zalmi, if you are in your joking state, that's why Allah has sent you here. Which junk did you come out from? Which mother's junk? No, I don't say that word. But I'm just thinking which womb, dirty womb. How were you brought up? Allahi Allah. Okay, now what is your problem here? Eid cannot, I have had many Eids where I was a Shia, but it was terrible for me. You don't know my life story, you don't know my history. Are you going to tell a rape victim that to enjoy the rape? Your Allah tells them that? Your Allah is a pimp. He stopped. Your Allah is a pimp. Look, he's attacked. He stopped marriage. 33. 52. He's told Muhammad, now no more can you have women. These women are not lawful for you. Thereafter, women will not be lawful for you. And it will not be lawful for you to take other wives in place of them. What are these women? We don't know. Whether in matrimony or what. Okay, I can see that other wives will not, and women, azwaj, does it say okay? So thereafter, your wives, what is this? Are not lawful for you. Women are not lawful for you. Unless they be, though their beauty might please you. Please stop this. Eid is for Muslims, not for ex-Muslims. How can I be happy on Eid? It's not my Eid. It's your Eid. Stop imposing your religion on others. You are not the only great creatures on the face of this earth, like Surah Baina says, the best. Your Allah has stopped Prophet Muhammad from marrying further. He said, it's enough now, Muhammad. God knows why. Look at your tafsirs. You need to now consult your tafsirs for this. Why has God put a stop to his lawful, women being lawful to him? In marriage or something, I don't know what it is. It's not clear, the ayat. Ashraful makhlukat. Zalmi, I'm here on Surah Azab ayat 52. Not on Ashraful makhlukat. Why don't you concentrate on this? Your Allah has sent you here to find what? To do what here? Can you answer the question I'm asking you, please, for once in your lifetime? Have you been to school? When your teacher asked you questions, what did you do? You said what you wanted to say to them. To obey Allah's order and kill the polytheists and fight the Ahl Kitab, to take jizya from them until you've subdued them and willingly they give you jizya. No, but your Allah, first of all, this Allah is not even original to Islam. The polytheist, it was a polytheist idol, Allah. He was the father, they say, of Allah. Allat, Al-Manat, Al-Uzza were his daughters. No, fight our own nafs. Where does it say in the Quran, fight your own nafs? Huh? And you ignore the other ayats, fighting the Ahle Kitab and the polytheists, they are najis. So let them not come to Masjid al-Haram after this year's expiry. What is this? Unless they be those whom your right hand owns. You don't own me. What's your true name? You said it's Zahid. What's your mother's name? Okay, it is nafs who makes you do all wrong deeds. That have proven wrong. That have proven wrong. But there are ayats which say fight the unbelievers. Fight the Ahle Kitab until they pay the jizya. What about those ayats? Not only your nafs. First of all, either shaitan is or your nafs is a shaitan. How can your nafs be shaitan? Either shaitan makes you do wrong deeds or your nafs makes you do wrong deeds. Which one? Allah blew into you people, Adam, his breath. How did the nafs come about? And why hasn't he thoroughly purified you thoroughly with a thorough purification? Only Ahl Bayt he's done that. Why not you people also? There would be no problem. It cannot be the nafs without the intervention of shaitan. Nafs alone is left alone, cannot be evil, wrongdoing. If you stop yourself from any wrong deed, that is jihad actually. If you stop yourself, how will you stop yourself? Can you stop yourself? Can you stop yourself? Because Hazrat Yusuf said, who is the other self that will stop the self? Because Hazrat Yusuf said, I would not have been able to stop myself had the Lord not had mercy on me. So even your effort to stop yourself, jihad, it goes to waste. Because Hazrat Yusuf said, in Surah Yusuf, you don't know your Quran, you don't know anything, you are just from the, I don't know where you are. Yes, if I pray 5 times a day, this is bigger than jihad. Who told you this? Who told you? Back it, please back it by a Quran ayat. But Hazrat Yusuf here says that if the Lord had not, my nafs, the soul is evil. The soul is prone to evil. The soul is prone to evil. One soul is prone to commit evil. Why? Is it Satan? Is it from Satan? My Allah gives me knowledge. Without the Quran. How do you even know without the Quran that this is not an idol worshipping Allah? Without the Quran, Allah gives you knowledge. One soul is prone to commit evil. Please, your kind, go to a Maulvi then. Which Maulvi? Tell him your Allah gives you knowledge. From where? In your dreams? Your Allah gives you knowledge. Yes, maybe like Sadhguru said, if you pray to Shiva for bad intentions, he will give you a boon. You can harm people. So maybe the religious Muslims, Allah has given them a boon. Quran is last words, but don't forget Hadith as well. No, I'm not forgetting Hadith. I'm saying, where does your Allah give you knowledge from? First come to the Quran ayats. Try to fix that, right? Try to understand the Quran ayats. Then what Allah gives you knowledge, we will see the hadiths and all this when it's necessary. Let's come to the Quran ayats. If you want, I don't think your mind is. You think that Allah has given you knowledge and you are true. You won't listen to others. You won't listen to reason. You won't see. You don't want to see anything. You've just come here with the conclusion that Islam is true. Allah gives me brain. Yes, but Allah gave you a soul or not? Allah gave you a soul or not? Who gave you the soul? And Allah gave you permission to do evil, to go astray. And who gave you the soul? Nafs, that is prone to evil. Did shaitan give you the soul? Or did Allah give you the soul? Nafs. If Allah gave you the soul, how can it be prone to evil? And actually, if you use your brain, your dimagh, what is the soul? You know, it is a part of the brain, or the brain is a part of the soul. Everything belongs to Allah. Yes, actually everything belongs to Allah. So even shaitan belongs to Allah, right? Even shaitan belongs to Allah, and Allah used shaitan like you to do zulm on people. So you would say Allah is using you to test people. You are a partner with Allah. And then Allah says that partners with Allah, taking partners with Allah, it is unforgivable. Because shaitan is using, he's a partner with Allah. He said, with your might. So if everything belongs to Allah, then everything is with Allah associated. So how can your Allah say, do not associate partners with Allah? If everything belongs to Allah, then Allah has partners. When Allah is creator, who only creator, but power, the messenger has power. When Allah is creator, who are we to question his authority? Who are you to question his authority? No, you are nobody to question his authority. Right? But Shaitan questioned him, his command. And he allowed that. And what power did he give to Shaitan? What power did Allah give to Shaitan? The one who questioned Allah's command. And you as a human being, what Ashraful Makhluqat are saying, who are we to question Allah? And this Allah, He uses Shaitan. He gives respite to Shaitan. Shaitan questioned him and said, well, I am better. Said, I cannot because I am better. He questioned Allah's authority, command. If not authority, he questioned something about Allah. He said that I am better than Adam. And what power Allah gave him to destroy the makhlukat, to Ashraful Makhlukat, to make them go astray. Even Adam he deceived. He had that might of Allah to deceive. He said, by your might, I will lead astray. So Allah has a might, right? He uses the might of Allah. And Adam was there innocent, deceived. Adam never questioned Allah. But who was given the power by Allah? Shaitan against you. Ashraful Makhlukat. Is that just? Tell me, is that just? So your brain, you don't know, which has been given, you say, information by Allah or knowledge, could be your nafs. You need to fight that nafs. It's wrong. You can't use your brain like that. It could be a part of your nafs. Even the knowledge is given to Shaitan. He has very high spiritual knowledge. How can you discriminate? How can you say this is from Allah and this is not? And this is from Shaitan? You would say everything is from Allah. So, now what? So, Shaitan is a partner with Allah. Allah has given him authority, his might, to make you people go astray. Ashraful Makhlukat. He will lead everyone astray except the chosen ones, he said. And yet he led astray Adam from the garden. He made him fall low. And they started to feel shame and all this. Even if you don't question Allah, Shaitan came and deceived Adam. So your father Adam was deceived when he didn't even, that poor guy didn't even question Allah. How just is this, Allah? And by the way, your knowledge, you say you're following this religion, okay. Even Samiri said that my nafs, Samiri saw Jibrail. Before, no Muslim, no, Hazrat Musa did not see Jibrail. Samiri saw him, Samiri cast. Surah Taha, we are told. Maybe that knowledge is higher than even Hazrat Musa's knowledge. Because Hazrat Musa later on had to go and find Hazrat Khidr to learn more knowledge. And you know, when Allah spoke to Hazrat Musa, spoke from a nar, fire. And shaitan is made of the fire. And if you can't give me answers to all this, please take your Islam, take your brain, take Allah's orders away. Get away from here. Prophets are more closer to Allah than normal human beings. Normal humans. Yes, but Adam was deceived by shaitan. At a high place, garden. Not even earth. How can you trust in these stories in the Quran? Logic fails. But shaitan seems to be closer to Allah than all these prophets, even Adam. The power that shaitan said, with your power, God had given him that power. He knew that power of God. Even Adam didn't know the power of God. So what's the use of this closeness of prophets to Allah? Everything is for humans to understand that shaitan can deceive you. So you're saying that that time, overlook all the logical things, come down to earth, and whatever happened there, illogically, even going on high spiritual truths, it fails. Because shaitan has that high spiritual truth. That's why he used the might of Allah to deceive Adam even. And now you're saying, become illogical, forget all that, that was a test to show us, but it was an illogical way put. Don't look at the illogical way, don't question it. What kind of a person are you? Following blindly. Even your Allah says, reason is great. Use your reason. So we use our reason. Use reason. Contemplate on the Quran. If you don't use your intellect to contemplate on the Quran ayats, God would put abomination on you. Shaitan is given free hand till Qayamat by Allah, although Shaitan was very pious and wise. Iblis, yes, as Iblis. He was very pious and wise. Yes, he's been given free hand. That we all know, Baba, but the logical deduction from that place where Allah is teaching us how Shaitan will deceive Adam, lead him astray by deceiving him. It doesn't fall into logical perspective like deduction. Use reason. I have for years contemplated on that. I read Allama Tabatabai's exegesis on that, on those ayats, trying to understand. So tell me now, is the soul, where does the soul come from then? Doesn't it come from Allah? That it should be prone to evil. Yes, but not obeying Allah ordered, that was his mistake. Yes, but the thing is that it was a mistake, right? He made a mistake, a blunder which cost lives now. Many will go to hell. Allah says, my word is to come true, that I will fill hell with jinn and men. The word he gave to Shaitan has to come true. Allah gave that word to Shaitan, the way this ayat is written in Surah Sajda. Thirteen ayat. The word he gave to Shaitan. And if we had willed, we could have given every soul its guidance. But he didn't. Yes, when there is flower, there must be kante. No, there are not necessarily. If there is a rose, rose has thorns. But tell me, no, we're going step by step. Now you're coming to the flowers analogy and the thorn, sorry. Look here. Here Allah is saying, if we in His sovereignty had willed, and if Allah had willed, there's good, then there must be bad. This is not the Islamic thing. Come back to Islamic reasoning here, step by step, brother. My throat is hurting me. Oh, God. Then you will blame us for not obeying this Allah's orders, and you have, and all this. Innocent people you're in blaming and all this. You have done your ibadat, so you have knowledge from Allah. Please go. Do good to humanity, right? See how much good you can do. Don't do good to the Ahle Kitab. Do good for your own Muslims in Pakistan who are starving now. Their economy is crashed, Pakistan's economy. Go take out the beggars from the streets. Give them a home. Stop the pregnant women from begging in Karachi. Have you been to Karachi, Pakhtun, Pathan? बस इस्लाम को हमें प्रोटेक्ट करना है. हमने तो ऑर्डर, हमने तो ये, अरे आपने नमाजें पढ़ रहे हो ना 5 टाइम्स. उधर मस्जिद भी है, मस्जिद है ना क्लिफ्टन में. उधर वो कौन सा कहते हैं, अस्करी अपार्टमेंट्स के उधर ट्रैफिक लाइट है ना, उधर कभी गए हो? हैव यू गॉन देयर? Pregnant women are begging in daytime, daylight. Okay, back to this now if you want this. Please, if Allah had willed, we could have given every soul its guidance. Khatam ho jati problem. Why does he have to test you, makhlukat, and give shaitan that power? That even deceived Adam. There's no reason for that. You can make life beautiful, make it heavenly. Say, I'm sending you so that you are parts of me. Demonstrate your divineness. On earth. Realize that divine love I've given you. There needs to be no shaitan. When you realize in yourselves, in your souls, you realize me, and you're part of me, you realize the whole. You realize love. There's no need for to give shaitan that power. For Allah to give shaitan that power. And test people, human beings, to guide, so that who is what? Let me see, who's the one who's listening to my guidance? Arey, that merciful Krishna, that compassionate Buddha, that beloved Krishna. He makes you realize his love. That's all you need to do. Maya is strong. He knows it. And there's a goddess also, Maya, I think, if I'm not mistaken. So yes, through the Hindu way, you can say it comes out well. We are prepared for this. We understand. On higher spiritual levels, you also start to understand in a Hindu way, but not in this way. There is only good. Even the bad is disguised as good. In Hinduism, they say. Because how can falsehood exist where there's truth, where there's good? How can bad exist? How can opposites exist? And does good need to depend on bad to show that it is good? No. You need to realize only there's only good. This bad and good is a low, it's from the lower self where you have fallen. You need to be, Mother Teresa said, a kingly act. It is a kingly act to help the fallen. So when you have fallen, or maybe your mother or father has fallen, and so you have also fallen with them. We need to, someone like Mother Teresa or a Hindu guru needs to pick you people up. What was the word from me will come into effect. To whom? Given to whom? To Shaitan this word was given. I will surely fill hell with jinn and people altogether. Ashraful makhlukat, he's saying, to Ashraful makhlukat, who do not follow my guidance, because I have not given every soul its guidance, because I did not will it. What kind of a will is this, Allah? Because you didn't will it. And what does Shaitan say? I will burglaw, lead astray all your people, human beings. Illa the chosen ones. And very few are chosen ones. But if they follow my guidance, God says, guidance should come from outside the soul or inside the soul, inside your brain, like you said. God has given me a brain and I must think. So again, we come to a fallacy. Through the Quran ayats I've been showing you, Rabbi Ziddi Ilma, Surah Taha prayer, oh Allah, increase me in knowledge. If this knowledge does not go with the guidance of Hazrat Musa and Surah Taha, whom God has guided, what use is this knowledge? Then tell me, what use is this of this knowledge? Samiri had knowledge. Samiri had eyesight, inner sight he had. That he could see Jibrail. He said, my soul inclined to me. Problem is, what is the problem now? That the soul, Allah did not will the soul to every soul, to give guidance to every soul, because he's testing, or what he says, because. And so what is the, people miss out this guidance, where will they go? To hell. Jinn and people. There's a fallacy here. I'm not a professional philosopher or on logic. I'm not professional. I'm a lay person, but I can see there's a logical fallacy here. What is that Samiri caste had such knowledge, he could see Jibrail's, and then he saw the footprints of Jibrail's horse. That knowledge he had in his soul, because in Surah Taha, you can say that the idol worshippers have that knowledge in their soul. But this Shaitan doesn't want you to have that knowledge in your soul. So outside guidance, Hazrat Musa's guidance, Prophet's guidance will fail. Because embedded in your soul is the polytheist knowledge which Samiri had in Surah Taha. So you keep following Hazrat Musa and praying, Rabbi Ziddi Ilma, oh Lord, increase me in knowledge. From where increase you in knowledge? From where? You see, my Muslims will be going round and round. They don't know that they don't know. unless I show them here with through God's help. Paramahamsa Vishwananda said, right, in his short video, I've been praying to God with all my heart and all my soul. Help me. Help me. Save human beings. And I've come to this. You don't know, you Muslims. Pray to God with your heart and soul. He will come. Paramahamsa Vishwananda said, I'm also with you, love you all. He doesn't say, I love you all. He says, love you all. So now you're taking that very low kind of philosophy that if there is good, there must be bad. But what did your Muslim say, believer? Huh? That on emails it was being forwarded and forwarded. Atheist and a believer. Atheist teacher. There is no bad. Light and darkness. There are no opposites. If light, what is darkness? Darkness is what was that story going around? We got it in emails when I was in Karachi. Can't find that. I think it's on YouTube or Facebook. It's going around, the video. The absence of darkness is the absence of light. Now you're going to give me, you see these Westerners way. Philosophy. Yes, sir, Professor. So you believe in God. Right? This is on Facebook. Oh, God. Very interesting conversation. Please read it till the end. Enjoy. This is by Cable. Okay. I don't know, maybe Indonesian or Philippine, I don't know. Professor, you are a Christian, aren't you, son? Student, yes, sir. Professor, so this is between Christianity and what you're giving me. So you believe in God. A student says, absolutely, sir. Professor says, is God good? Student says, sure. Professor says, is God all powerful? Student says, yes. Professor says, my brother died of cancer even though he prayed to God to heal him. Most of us would attempt to help. This was not added in that story, but now it's added. Help others who are ill, but God didn't. How is this God good? Student was silent. Professor says, you can't answer, can you? Let's start again, young fella. Is God good? Student said yes. Professor says, is Satan good? Student says no. Professor, that one was about the light and darkness. Anyways, Professor says, where does Satan come from? Student says, from God. Professor says, that's right. Tell me, son, is there evil in the world? Student says, yes. So you can read all this and go round and round with even the Christians. Now here comes it's the whole story, absence of light and all this they do, right? Christians have given us this. So you can do all this. Huh? You can do it the Christian way, Zalmi. Go get an answer from the Christians. It's not because there is good that there has to be bad. So do you want knowledge to protect you, to help you in life? Do you want guide like Moses, Prophet Muhammad? Do you want the book also, the wisdom also? Rabbi Ziddi Ilma also. Oh Lord, increase me in knowledge. Whereas the soul, God says, I have not guided. I have not given guidance to your soul. But these Samiri caste said, my soul inclined to me. And he saw Jibrail. He had knowledge in his soul. And you're saying the soul is prone to evil. Then the brain is prone to evil. Then the mind is prone to evil. And you have to wait and call to your Imam, Imam Mahdi, to make you understand the Quran ayat. How can you just pray to God like this? Oh God, oh Allah. No, this knowledge is not enough without the guidance of the chosen servants of Allah. Shaitan will lead you astray like he led the Samiri caste, who were waiting for Moses to come down when he went to the mountain to have communion with God. Surah Taha ayats. Oh Allah, increase me in knowledge. Oh, I forgot. Even the Hindus have knowledge. Their scriptures and all this. They go into deities and idol worshipping. Their knowledge takes them there. And I've done all this artwork on the computer. I see that sometimes faces are made of designs when you use symmetry and all this. The Muslims will get angry and say, haram, haram. You are not supposed to make images sacred of God. The Prophet is told here in Surah Taha 114, it is for the Prophet to ask for increase in knowledge, not for you common people. That you people take. Without the Prophet, your soul has nothing given to you, no guidance. This means a part of your brain or the whole brain. Do some Google search and see where the soul comes from. Since I don't know whether this Islam has told you where the soul comes from. Part of your brain. Exalted is Allah, the true King. Do not rush to recite a revelation of the Quran, O Prophet. In quotation marks it means. So this, I worked it out. This must be only for the Prophet to pray. O Allah, increase me in knowledge. Samiri had a knowledge. He said, my soul inclined to me. Now you go and find out, oh, is this coming from Allah? This knowledge? In my brain? Reasoning brought me here to say that it could only be the Prophet who will guide you with the knowledge given to him. Ilme laduni, not to you. The soul Allah did not guide. Surah Sajda, Ayat 13. You understand? Okay, thank you. I will continue later.